Remember, there are no rules in cooking. Taste this.
The authentic recipes for all of our products are signature to La Morena. The chilies are literally hand-picked for each can. Everything is manufactured in Mexico and imported into the U.S. La Morena is best known for its quality and authentic flavor, giving our users a taste of home. Stock up on flavor with La Morena.
All right, so now we're going to get started on a braised beef dish. Now, there's a couple of things we want to talk about. We got our Grainfather all-grain brewing facility here. That's right, it's a handy-dandy brewing kit, and you can do this in the convenience of your own home. Check them out, the Grainfather. This is an incredible unit right here, and I've made this beer. Didn't think I could do it, but it was pretty easy. Followed the process, and it looks good. Next product we're going to be working with is Solio Family Extra Virgin Olive Sunflower Oil. Incredible product. They got the growers. It's a family farm tradition in the U.S. It's got a subtle flavor that's going to take on pretty much anything you braise with it. I've done a tri-tip steak, which you see behind me here, earlier in the show. It really goes well with it. What we're going to do is combine that with a little bit of butter, a little bit of bacon, get that flavor out. We got our mirepoix, which is unique because this is Mother Earth's organics, right? And we got some dehydrated broccoli, some tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes. We have onions. We have even sliced garlic. Now, talk about dehydrating done right, Mother Earth's products, and that's what we're going to be working with today. So to start it off, we're going to chop up this bacon, this apple smoked bacon, and we're going to julienne it. And when I say julienne, I mean just basically strips. So we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut just strips. They don't have to be too thick. Keep in mind the bacon's going to actually render down and become somewhat crispy. All right, we got this going on. And you're going to get a lot of fat from the bacon. We're going to add more sunflower oil and some butter. Well, it's basically going to help because it's going to braise these vegetables down. Now, when you're talking about tri-tip steaks, you got to know something. There's not a lot of fat on that beef. It's very lean, so after you clean the silver skin and you braise it, you want extra fat. So let's, without any further ado here, throw this bacon in here. We give it just a couple of seconds before we add the other fat in here. And we got some butter here. This is unsalted butter, and that's what you want, because you have the salty flavor from the bacon. I tend to like the seasoning things a lot at the end of the show or at the end of a particular recipe. It's almost like saying you go out to dinner, you sit with a person and they put tons of salt on before they even taste the steak. It's essentially what you're doing with cooking. You really only need to flavor it at the very end. So let's take some of the Solio Family olive oil here with this convenient spout that they have. And I'm good with that. And now we're going to cook it down. And we're going to render these flavors, especially with the bacon, to really get those fats going. And at the same time, I like cooking with the big rondeaus here because it just kind of gets a little messy for your house, but who cares? You got a couple of dogs, they'll be happy. We're going to put all our dehydrated products in just like this. There's no waste with this stuff. Use it now or use it 30 years from now. It's still going to be okay. Now, put this in back of me or to the side. Now, we got a little bit of this beer, Grainfather. Wow. You immediately smell that coming up. This is good stuff. And we got some beef stock that we're going to throw in here too in a minute. You can see that the vegetables will start to rehydrate themselves. They'll soak up all this liquid. And even this amount of liquid will not be enough. So we have some beef stock. I'm going to throw that in. Now we're going to put a little bit of pepper. We won't deal with the salt till the end. All right, now we're going to move some stuff over, and I'm going to show you how to clean this tri-tip. All right, now we're going to take our tri-tip steak. It never comes like this. So, you're not going to go to the supermarket and say, hey, how about 10 pounds of tricolor or tri-tip steak? What we're going to do is take the silver skin off. And it's kind of that easy when you're butchering steak. You just want to make sure that you're taking as much off as you can. You're following the silver skin between the lines. It's simple butchering stuff. But if you don't have the time or the patience for this kind of thing, get the meat already prepared. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece off here. If you go correctly right between the fat, you can just kind of pull it off like I'm doing right now. Okay, so now you have the two pieces of the tri-tip steak that kind of come like that. Now what we're going to do is just make pieces about yay big. One thing about tri-tips is they have an ability to really lose a lot of moisture. So you're talking about a 10 piece of beef. After you cook it and braise it, you're probably going to end up with about 6 to 5.5 pounds of product. So it's going to be a 50% less yield because it stores so much liquid in here. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with this type of steak product. The same go for other beef cuts as well. If you were taking a ribeye, which is about a 20% off of its normal weight, is the New York strip, which is probably going to be about 6 because it's much leaner. There's no fat. This has everything you don't want, and it's a great piece of braised beef. But if they're charging you by the pound and you're going to braise it, you could get beat out of it. But it's really good. It reminds me so much of like a short rib family with that taste, that braised flavor. And you have to leave it in the oven for 4 hours. This is like one of those things where either put it in a crock pot or put it in the oven and cover it because it is not going to be as quick as grilled cheese. Okay. Look, that's about it. You're going to take this, cover it in the oven. I'm going to pull out the finished product, but first I'm going to get to my dessert, so don't go anywhere.
Solio family oils are all natural with no chemical additives, made from seeds that are 100% non-GMO. Solio family utilizes an expeller press process rather than a chemical process to extract the oil from the seed. First canola oil introduced to the Southeast that has been grown by local farmers in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, and Kentucky. It is 100% free of any contaminations with no GMOs. There is a growing demand by consumers for both local and non-GMO products. Solio utilizes an expeller press process rather than a chemical process to extract the oil from the seed. There are no chemical additives, and the shelf life is 1 year. You can choose from a variety of different flavors: sunflower oil, extra virgin, canola oil. All of them can be good for cooking with high temperatures, frying, or just drizzling over a salad as a cold-pressed oil. So the next time you're looking for a quality oil without the GMOs or no preservatives, check out soliofamily.com for more information about this incredible oil product.
So now we're going to get started on dessert, and we're actually going to be using a company called PreGel America. Now, if you're not familiar with this company, you definitely want to look into it because they make some incredible, amazing fruit products that can be used in yogurts, ice creams, gelatos, sorbets, in different kinds of puff pastry desserts that I'm going to show you now. Unbelievable, incredible flavor, especially these Amarena cherries, which are definitely my favorite. I've been caught eating about 4 of these on set, but it just doesn't stop. It goes from their coffee flavor to the pomegranate to the pistachio. Over here we're using their raspberry flavor, and this raspberry is actually going to be mixed with some cream cheese, and we're going to take the cream cheese, spread it in some puff pastry, a little bit of egg white, sugar, pop in the oven no more than 10 minutes. It's going to be a delicious, beautiful dessert. As an additive, we're just going to take a little bit of butter and actually put it inside the puff pastry as well. So we're going to get started with the raspberry here. Now, this raspberry is this, And this is an incredible product. Even the smell and the aroma of this is really going to take it to a next level. The smell of fresh fruit and the combination of what they're putting in this product just far supersedes anything else on the market today. Family-owned business, been in business for 50 years. They've done a lot with gelato, with sorbet, and these ingredients enhance the flavor. Let's get started with this raspberry product right here. And as you can see too, it's in a perfect thickness as well. We're going to put that right in the cream cheese, and we're going to mix it up. Now, you're not on set, so you can't smell it, but it is pretty strong. It's potent. And I didn't put much in here, maybe 2 tablespoons. And the flavor really is incredible. You want every bit of drop in there. I mean, put it on your bread in the morning, replace it with your jelly. This stuff is fabulous. So we're just going to take a dollop. We'll put it right there in the center. We're going to also take a dollop of this butter. Now I put just a little bit of salt in here just to bring out the flavor. You're never going to taste it. You're going to fold over a few pieces of this. At the same time you're going to fold over, you're going to flatten it out. You're going to turn it, flatten it out, turn it again. Now you can do a bunch of things here. What I like to do is trim off the excess that you don't need. And then we're going to take the ends and just fold them down. Take a snip up top. And once that cooks, it'll let the air out of the wonderful pastry here. We'll take some of these egg whites. Don't use egg yolks. Egg yolks are typically for breads, but definitely not for this recipe here. And you're going to take some sugar and just put it over the top. And we're going to do 2 more just so you kind of get the process. And you could change around the shape. We could do another shape if you want. All right, we're going to take the filling. I want to call this flamboise seasoning here. This really, really good raspberry mixture here. A wonderful jelly. We're going to take this, we're going to mold it again. Actually, we said we were going to do a different one, right? So what we're going to do is this. I love filo dough. And I'm sure the Mediterranean people love it too. Spanakopita, all that great stuff. You don't want too much, so we're going to trim this. And you can even make this a dessert. This can be baked, rolled with cinnamon, sugar. It becomes nice and crispy. Put that there with 2 snips. Same thing, a little bit of egg white and sugar. And we got one more. Now, we're just going to change it around a bit. We're going to take our cream cheese mixture. I have to bust out these cherries. These things are just amazing. Arabici. Wow. Oh my God. Ooh. Man. Man, it's good. I got no problem telling you when something's really good. All right, let's put 3 of these on there. This is mine. I called dibs on this one. You know, I believe the coffee would have went good with this too. But anyway, we'll keep it fruity. Again, we'll push down, roll it, roll it. And you don't have to worry about too much filo dough if you think it's too thick. As long as you're putting a good amount of the egg whites on there and the sugar, it'll be a flavorful treat. Because sometimes you get, filo dough and puff pastry that's really annoying because there's too much of it, and like you feel like you're chewing paper. But if it's seasoned right, you don't have to worry about that. Nice. Egg whites over that. The egg whites help it. They help the sugar stick, help it get moist. color. I'm going to pop these in the oven. I'm going to come back. I'm going to deliver our beef, our dessert. Don't go anywhere. Taste this. Hi, I'm Chef Joe Seminara with Taste This Television, here to introduce to you an incredible product that can not only be used for desserts, enhancing your desserts, but even just on breads, toasts, used for jams and jellies. Check it out. It's called PreGel America. They make everything with flavor fruit profiles to enhance sorbets, yogurts, and much more. This is your dessert heaven. PreGel America, located in Concord, North Carolina, is the U.S. division of PreGel, a global specialty dessert ingredient company headquartered in Reggio Emilia, Italy, founded in 1967 by Luciano Raboni. PreGel stands globally as the largest manufacturer and distributor of ingredients for gelato, sorbetto, frozen yogurt, semi-freddo, pastries, and more. PreGel offers the finest ingredient of authentic Italian flavors, expertise and tradition behind each ingredient, and in business for almost 50 years. It's a family-owned business with great customer service. PreGel's ingredients are the products of years of research, innovation, and hard work, all motivated by a passion to provide only the highest quality offerings to consumers. Some of the products we'll be using on today's show will be which are whole sour cherries, a sweet cherry sauce mixed with authentic whole cherries for many dessert applications. We'll also be using chocolate hazelnut rock arabishi, chocolate and hazelnut pieces, a milk chocolate sauce with real hazelnut and wafer crunch pieces. We'll also be using their chocolate hazel rock, croco milk, pomegranate, strawberry, and my favorite, raspberry. You can't forget about the coffee Costa d'Oro, a traditional paste of espresso, or the pure pistachio Anatolia traditional paste, which will have your mouth watering. You see, PreGel has taken a great deal of amount of time and innovation and technique to perfecting these products to where they now are absolutely fabulous. But for more about these great products, Mother Earth products are a delicious variety of foods that are dried. Mother Earth's products can be taken anywhere, on vacation, activities, world travels, the cellar, the basement, the kitchen table. Hey, why not stock up on all these dried foods and put them in your cabinet? Choose from any one of their varieties, like beans, dried vegetables, entrees, freeze-dried fruits, freeze-dried vegetables, food storage supplies, grains, cereals, and mixes, and a whole lot more. Mother Earth's products are perfect to store foods later and then use them at a certain period of time by rehydrating them in water or your favorite stock mixture. For more information about Mother Earth's products, log on to MotherEarthsProducts.com. All right, our tri-tip steak is ready. Let's cut into this bad boy. Ooh, beautiful. Nice. What I'm talking about. Looking good. Sauce looks great, thick, flavorful. You got the mirepoix over here. Even the mixture of the broccoli is dynamite. Okay, what we're going to do is take this meat, carefully move it over there. Get a combination of these vegetables, and the garlic is really dynamite. Put that right over the side there. Wow, good smell. Clean up this plate a little bit. And then we have our entree. Now we're going to our dessert. Now we got our filo dough puffs here. I'm going to move this over. What we want to do is cut this baby in half. Nice. Nice. You can see that incredible cherries in there. What we're going to do is put them on a plate. We're going to take some rice pudding, put that over the top. Take some of our PreGel Amarina Arabishi cherries right over the top. Oh my God. Look at that. That is serious. That is picture perfect. Amazing. I wonder why they all live to be 100 over there. All right, so we have our incredible dessert here using PreGel. Check them out. We have our entree. I think that's going to wrap it up for today's show. Thank you for watching this fun-filled episode of Taste This TV. I'm your host, Chef Joseph Manero. Remember, there are no rules in cooking. Taste this.